Okay. Hi, I'm Brie and my husband Russ and our daughter Harley. And we started trying to have children shortly after we were married. We've been married now for 6 years. And about 1 year into it, with no luck of getting pregnant, we finally got into a reproductive med doctor where I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome. In about 2 weeks after the treatment that they had put me on, we found out that we were pregnant, and it was a really just exciting time for us. After having a year of multiple negative pregnancy tests, it was just amazing to finally see that positive on that test, and we were just so excited for what was to come. About 2 weeks after we found out we were pregnant, we found out that we had actually lost the baby.
We'd like to tell you a little bit about how we had found out we were going to have Harley. So before her, Bree and I decided to buy a motorcycle. And we used to ride all the time, mainly to get ice cream, nothing real crazy. One day, we decided to go to Homer, and on our way there, Bree told us that she was getting a little sick. So she said, pull over. I said, okay. It took a little while. I pulled over. We sat there for roughly 30 seconds. She nudged me again and she said, pull over. And I said, we've been pulled over. So she got off the bike. She sat down. We called my father to come get her and some water. And as we did, a truck passed by, came back to a couple. Guy kind of asked if we were okay. They also were wearing Harley shirts. And during that process, conversation came up, and he said, you know, women tend to pass out when they become pregnant. And at that point, we laughed, knowing that our struggles throughout the last year and a half have been tough, but we kind of brushed it off. Well, shortly after that, on July 17th, actually, my birthday, Bree took a pregnancy test, and we found out that we were blessed enough to be pregnant.
We moved to Monticello in August of last year and immediately got working on our house, ripping out carpet, painting walls, laying floors. When I say we, I mean Russ did most of the manual labor and I came up with most of the projects. I did do the painting though. And Harley was about 5 months old, and so we were just really in that new parent phase with her. And about 3 months after we moved here, I was just really tired all the time, wasn't feeling really well, and the holidays had come and gone, or at least Thanksgiving we were around Thanksgiving time, and through all that preparation, everything was just crazy anyway. And lo and behold, we found out that we were pregnant again, and this time we had not been trying, so we were surprised. Because of our difficulties in the past, we couldn't believe we had unexpectedly gotten pregnant, but we were also very excited. Even though Harley was small, we just were so excited about that pregnancy. And we ended up losing that baby on the exact same day that we lost our first baby, which was December 22nd. So after that happened, we went through all the motions of that again, and we kind of decided we were going to keep trying to have children, but just kind of put it in God's hands. We knew how this could go, but we knew both sides. We knew the good and bad that could happen, but we just had hope in moving forward in that. And so we found out again in March that we were pregnant shortly after Harley's first birthday, and found out 10 weeks into that pregnancy that we had miscarried for the third time. with the last miscarriage we had in May, we finally did do genetic testing under the recommendation of our doctor, and we did find out that that baby had trisomy 13. We had been praying a lot before we received those results, just for answers. We didn't have answers with our other 2 miscarriages, and just the unknown of all of that can be something that is very haunting. And so we had really been praying about that, and we knew if it was something major that would really open our eyes to kind of being more content where we're at in life now, and life with Harley, and not being so concerned about growing our family and so concerned about trying to keep going and pushing through, and just enjoying life as it is. And so once we got the news that that genetic testing was trisomy 13, we just really felt like, God had allowed a door to close. It's okay. God had allowed a door to close where we really needed closure. We felt like we finally had some answers to a lot of unknown questions, and a lot of weight lifted off of us that we have been carrying for years. Losing 3 babies in the midst of infertility previously, and also in the midst of having a healthy baby, has just been a lot of
Emotional roller coaster. More
probably so for me a little bit. And I often wonder, the what ifs and the how comes, and in the same regard, I just think about how faithful God has been to us through all of this. How faithful He's been in giving us Harley, who has just been the A+ baby of the world. I mean, sleeps through the night, hardly fusses, so much fun. She's just such a gift. And I think for me, I have so much faith that God will always rebuild and always bring beauty from the ashes, because I've seen Him do it so many times before. Sometimes that's not always the way we think it's going to turn out. Sometimes, the answer comes in a different format than what we were anticipating. But at the end of the day, I'm confident that God's plans are the best plans, even if they're different than our own. And I'm confident that, we can live life, even through the tragedies, we can live life so fully, because God already knows our story, and He's there to walk through the deep water with us.